In the last two videos, we've helped you establish your foundation and also taught you how to search and screen properties the right way. But the biggest question every investor faces is this: how do you actually know if this deal is going to be worth it? A property can look great online, have some fancy remodels, cute pictures, but not make a lick of sense when you actually start running numbers. In this video, I'm walking you through what makes an investment property actually valuable. Not just numbers on paper, but what actually makes this property perform well as an investment property that you own. If you're new to my channel, my name is Rylan. I'm with the Stuart and Jane Group. I'm a local realtor here in College Station, and I help Aggie parents every single semester decide if renting a home or buying a home makes the most sense for their investment goals. So with that being said, subscribe if you're new so you're not missing any of my next videos, and more importantly, follow along for the rest of this video series on investing in Bryan College Station. Now that that's out of the way, let's move on with today's video. What even really is a good deal here in Bryan College Station? A good deal can mean 1,000 different things to 1,000 different people. It's not all just based off of price. It's more so about the alignment the property holds. It matches your goals, performs consistently, and reduces your downside risk. For most investors, this means having a property that produces steady rent that comfortably offsets ownership costs, has low maintenance expenses, and maybe not low maintenance expenses, but at least predictable ones. And this property is positioned in an area that is steady in demand for rental properties. The whole key point to a good deal isn't the one that has the highest return. It is the property that performs predictably and sustainably. Let's talk about 3 core levers that can actually really help when determining a deal's worth. In my opinion, every deal's value comes from 3 main things: income, expenses, and risk. Starting with number 1, the income potential of this property. When trying to identify these things, look for comparable properties within the area and find out what they're renting for. Don't look at some Zestimate situation or what it might rent for, or this or that or the other. Find the verified data from a local agent if you can't find it on your own. It's also super important not to take the highest rent price you can find. Find the median. What is it averagely renting for? You don't want to base all your numbers off a best case scenario situation and then be upset whenever your property doesn't rent for that much. Moving on to number 2, expense load. Identify your reoccurring expenses you'll have for just owning this property. Things like the mortgage, taxes, insurance, HOA dues, and you also want to factor in a little bit of homeowner maintenance. Adding in this small little buffer for any future repairs you may have is going to save you a lot of headache. These turnovers are going to be inevitable. You're going to have to replace the roof every once in a while when the time comes. There's a hailstorm, things like this, you want to factor it in. Okay, moving on to number 3, risk and stability of these properties. Evaluate the neighborhoods these properties are in. Are they all renting quickly? Are they all sitting for a long time? Determine what around you is going on to protect your investment. If this location has a proven rental history, you're probably going to be in great shape. Doing this legwork beforehand really helps reduce any surprises you may encounter, and is something I strongly recommend doing. It is a property that performs predictably. Okay, putting all of this together. If a property has reliable income, manageable payments, and reduced risk, this deal could be worth having a lot more time and consideration being put into it. Now, if this deal only works under perfect conditions, it's not a deal. It almost becomes speculation at this point, something where you're trying to increase numbers or lower numbers to where it looks perfect. That's not a deal, it's speculation. And to be honest, smart investors don't chase every single opportunity. They define clear benchmarks and only make a move when it makes sense for those things. When you're evaluating investment properties here in College Station, always remember, price doesn't define the deal. The performance of the property is what defines it. The right property builds equity, reduces your overall risk, and helps provide consistent returns year over year. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to tour a home like a real investor. What to look for, what to ignore, and how to spot those big red flags before you ever make an offer. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you found it helpful. Remember to subscribe for my next video so you're not missing any video in this series, How to Invest in Bryan College Station. With that being said, I will see y'all next week.